Hello, everyone. Can you see me and hear me? Sorry if I'm late. Got some issues with the computer today. I just muted you. I had to cough. So let me see who's in. Um, Hi, Janella. I read Jackie. Who else? Bonjour, Hélène. Hello, Stephen. Hi, Jax. Hi, Carol. Hi, Sharon. So hopefully none of you are freezing to death or under way too much snow. I know the temperature and the weather in the past few days has not been so kind to anyone. So hopefully you're in a warm place and you're going to be able to follow me today. Hi, Yvonne. So, today we're going to talk about just let me try to place. I've been fighting with my cat beside the computer not being kind with me today. So, yeah. So, the topic today that we're going to talk, it's going to be about picos, bear thread, and lastly, just the simple join that we usually call the up join. I'm not going to go over the other type of join for now, uh, just to make it simple, just to keep it simple. So, I want to ask you something before I begin. Is there any correlation between um, picos and bear thread space? Can any one of you tell me if you think there's something that's correlating between both of those techniques? I would love to have your answer and hear from you about that, and I'll be able to explain what it is during the class. So I'm going to begin. Uh, I'm going to start that to say that my name is Katya. I'm a French Canadian, and I'm teaching online needle tatting class on YouTube on Tatting Muse channel. So if you like what I do and you want to encourage me, please subscribe. You can share, like, and comment uh, after the live is done. Uh, that will be greatly appreciated by me. So let's begin. Going to start with been fighting with my cat also. Picos. Um, Most of people do their picos without any pico gauge. Sorry, pico gauge. Um, and I want to tell you that the importance of learning to use pico gauge and how to use them. So we're going to see that today. I'm going to go down in the down shot and see if what I can show you. Do this. So I'm going to grab the keyboard away. Pico gauge. Let me grab. You want to see? I got a lot of Pico gauge. Okay. Um, there's many reasons for that. I tested some, and oh, I'm missing one. Oh, there it is. So there's one type. Let me grab. I don't have the clover type. There's another one. Wood one. I'm grabbing out some stuff so you can see the different type of pico gauge. Okay, and there's the stick one like this. Okay, now I'm going to grab my needle. When we work, oh, I took the crooked one. Can you see this thread today? Which one do you like better? The green one or the turquoise one? Okay, let's go with the green one. Good. I'm going to put the glasses on so I can see what I do. Just a reminder, I got dark dark nails and light nails. Dark nails is my left hand. Light nails is my right hand. Okay? Just so you can remember. Did I say I was lazy and I don't use a lot often my needle threader? So basically, needle. So basically, the size I'm using to show you today, it's size 3 cotton thread. Right. Freezing is and humidity. Up here, we have some humidity, even though that we are freezing. Um, thread doesn't like that. Okay. So I'm going to take about a meter, a yard, or basically, I take a take my hand and spread it and cut at the end. Needle tatter needs to learn to work with long That's not long enough, but it's a starter. Long piece of thread. Okay. So we need to learn that. Don't know why I did that. Okay. When we work picots, let's say, uh, let me think. Let's make portable stitch. Okay. Let me go write this somewhere so you can see this. Um, I'm going to write the sample so you can follow. See if I can. 1, 2. Can you see at the bottom of the screen? It says sample 4DS Pico, 4DS Pico, 4DS Pico. Please let me know if you can see this. Hi, Jackie. Okay, so for some people, I'm going to put some stuff away so you can see better. Some people likes to eyeball it. Let me try to have the screen so you can see closer. When your computer crashes, your setting doesn't look good. So let's do this like this. Okay. Some just eyeball it like this. Okay. Close the Pico. Okay. Jackie, you're right. Bare space forms the Pico. And like you said, you imagine that bare spread is the other application. You're right. And the other application is basically when we work through ring patterns. Okay. Um, like this. No, you're not going to see it well right now. Just let me put it down. Not going to place it nicely, but at least you're going to see it. And here you go. Okay. As you can see, this is a single shuttle pattern, or also known as only ring pattern. There's no chain, just ring. But inside, we can see that this, there's a bare there's space of thread, if you can see. Okay, this is bare thread, and hopefully I'm doing okay. So, and this I'm not used with that setting. And these are Picots. Okay. I just wanted to let you see both as a correlation. They work the same way, but in different situations. Everybody got that? Now let's go back to the down shot. So if you eyeball it, the distance will not always be the same. And it's going to be the same way when you're going to work with bare thread. That's why it's important to learn how to use pico gauge. Pico gauge. Okay, so let's do. I'm going to undo that. This is one type, and my light already changed. Okay, that's I call it a stair. Okay, stair gauge because you got down. Let me try to put it there so you can do a down shot. This is one type. I call it the stairs because it's all separate with different size of pico. Okay, and this one you got the size of the needle you can use to know which needle size you're working with. This is one type. There's this one is another one made in wood. Okay, those were this one was custom made. And then you have the clover type, you know, those type. This one is a set I made for myself. Okay, I got 15 size different size of pico, and I made that out of plastic. Okay, so you can make your own a lot for the cost. You can use to make them those plus card plastic one, and you can use stick. Those were is part of a set made by Georgia husband a long time ago. So you can make those. Okay. If you don't have them, you can use popsicle stick. They come in different size. You can use toothpick. You can use anything that gives you the size that you want. Okay. So let's go back. So you're saying the blue is better than the green one? Let's go with blue. Just going to try to add some light. Let's just say that the light today is not on my side. So I'm going to make portable stitch. That's three double stitch. That's four. Most people ask what size double stitch, what size picot that you need. Me- Just let me watch this one. When you're looking at patterns, we rarely see the size of the picot that needs to be. And when it does, it's usually say the size of the picot when it's closed, not open. So if I want to do a quarter inch picot, I need a half inch when it's open. Okay. Sorry. You need to put your gauge over the needle. Just don't get sick. Okay. You take your needle, the gauge over the needle. You take your thread over the needle, make your first half of the double stitch, and close it snugly so that when you leave the tension on your thread, your picot is going to stay there. Okay? Then do the second half, take the gauge out, and you're going to have that's over. Okay? Can can you see? Let me go put that there. Sorry. So you can see there's four double stitch, four double stitch, bare space of thread. That's what gives you the loop or the picot when it's closed, and the first double stitch. Okay, so let's keep going. We need three picots. So that's one. Again, gauge over the needle, thread over the gauge, and wrap the first stitch. And complete the rest. And last one. So I have three picots. I'm going to, I forgot to cut the thread. Now, true rings, like I said last week are made from the same thread that's going to be going inside the double stitch, or like we call it, the core thread. So I'm going to needle this, and I'm going to take it up. Okay. So basically, that's our going to be. And when you pull the thread, be careful so it doesn't crumble around your hand. So just slowly tighten tighten your ring. So here's your first ring. Okay. Now, when you want to do bare thread space or space of thread or a negative, I call it kind of a negative between rings. I make sure that my tail, because we're not turning our work, it's on my right, and put the needle over. This is the small difference. Uh, Jackie, we last week we learned true rings. What we're doing, I didn't teach yet the normal ring. We're going to see that in about in a couple of weeks. But I want to make sure that you have a lot of basic knowledge, so it's going to be faster when we're going to do ring and chain. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to do that again. Bare thread, the small tail on my right, the needle over the ring, just in the middle between the two threads. I put the gauge under the needle, pass again the thread over, and I'm going to do the first stitch. Make sure that you don't do what I just did. Go slowly again under, pull your double stitch close, and the second one. Okay, when you leave your gauge, you're going to have a space. The space here is the full length. Well, basically, it's a length of the picot that you just made. Is Does that sound okay with you, or do I need to say that again? Then you keep doing your double stitch. Is there any questions? I don't know how to count. So let's keep going. It's 2, 4. We're going to do the picot again. Picot gauge over the needle, thread over, and do your first stitch, then your second. A way to work when you're working with these type of gauge is you can leave it there. I'm going to finish let's do the double stitch, and you just need to cross it over and keep going with your double stitch. That's 4. When you're finished. You take it out and you close it. So you have your pico gauge and your pico done. Okay. When you're going to close your second ring, when you're working like with the chain, um, just a moment. Even with the chain, put your needle inside your hand. Okay. Pinch with your thumb, making sure that the thread is going around your hand. Okay. And close your end. So when you finish pushing the needle away out and make your ring, your thread's going to glide between your fingers and be closed. Okay. So that's you. Let me try to see something. Yeah. Okay. Now tension. The same size of ring. Is there a way that we can have all of our ring the same size? Anybody has an idea? For me, the way I go for it about it is I just fold the ring one on top of the other and look at it so it's the same size. Okay? You can do that in any type of project with your chain, with everything. Okay? So we have two rings. Let's do a bare thread again, same size. Okay. So again, I place my tail on my right. Make sure that everything's sticking the same way. Put the needle over the pico gauge under, thread over, and close snug by the gauge. Do the second one. At this point, I can let go of that gauge, and we'll do one, two, three, and four. Okay. You're going to take the second um ring, and I'm going to grab. I have oops, that's a and you're going to grab your hook because we're going to do the join. Yeah, Janela, you're right. You're right. Lay the second one over the first one. So now we're going to go over the join, a simple joint, okay? Because most pattern doesn't say if what type of pico of joint you're doing beside those special ones. So yeah, so the way to do that, this is called a up joint, and it's the basic joint. So I'm going to grab my hook, pass inside by doing it from top to bottom, and pull the thread. up towards me. Okay. When this is done, I'm going to lay my thread, my loop, over my needle, making sure that the thread that's going out of the last double stitch is on top and the loops on top, and then the thread that you're pulling is going behind. And then you're going to close it like this. Okay. We're going to do the first half. When you do it, make sure that you're tight. I should say you're snug, not tight. Everything needs to be snug, close to each other. Two, three, four. Okay. Here's the one. I'm going to do it as a set. So one, two, three, and four. As you can see, I'm not holding my gauge. I'm going to push all the double stitch to make my picot. Place the gauge at its place. Do the second set. That's three, four, here. And there we go. Again, taking my end, placing my needle over, and holding everything like this, closing the ring, and fold it over the last one to see if it's the same size. So pretty. And then I got so here's the finish. Let me see if I can. Hmm. Give me a few seconds. Okay. This is the weather's helping me a lot. So I'm not able to go back to the downshot like I did. So as you can see, let me place everything in place. I'm going to do it like this. Can you see? I wanted to go in the zoom shot, but it wasn't uh, being friendly right now. Okay. For those who are doing the needle tatting journal, I gave you some double stitch to do. Make your own. Okay. Decide on how much of the double stitch you want to do. The size of the picot you want to do it. Play with them, and you can even try this. Uh, I'm going to do it this way. Yes, I put a lot of stuff in snack. Okay, I want this. That's a size 20. Let's grab a size 50 thread. These are all what I'm putting down. These are all needle tatted. I need a size 10. Okay, size 10, size 20. This is going. I don't know which. I'm missing a size. Ah, okay. I'm going to do it like this. I want you to compare. I'm going to go closer. Mm, hopefully, it won't all fall down. Can you see all of the size of Picots? This one, it's very close. This one, kind of normal. And air, we're going more dainty. Okay. I'm going to answer your question in just a few moments, Ellen. It's the same size of pico gauge that I use for all size of thread. Okay. I use a 1/4 inch gauge, and when they're close, and it's 1/8 inch. But because of the size of the thread you're using, it's going to be a lot daintier, more space. So when you're asking what type of thread, or there's a pattern saying that you're going to need a pattern thread size 10, and you're going to use pico gauge a 1/4 inch. And if you change the size of your thread and keep the same size of gauge, it will not look the same. So your joining pico will be floppy and it will not hold normally, if that makes sense to you. While you think about that, I'll answer Ellen's question. She's asked, when you do pico, you put the gauge on at the top on front, and when you do the space, you do it um, the other way. Uh, no, there's no particular reason. The reason why I'm showing it like this is that when we're going to look at front side, back side, we're going to use the other another way to work with the pico gauge, either on top or behind. But if you want to try it behind and you feel that it's the way you want to do it, because you're at ease, go ahead. I'm just showing the basic of everything. Let me try to go back in front. I said, So, okay, I'm here. Uh, yeah, I'm going to put that back up. So basically, that yeah, what I show you, it's basically very basic. So you can try it on, and if you want to do it another way, hold your gauge differently. That is up to you. Okay. Um, Holding your needle, the same thing. You know when I showed you how to hold your thread, just pinch, and those fingers are kind of not being tight or so on. Just a pinch. Okay. Actually, you pinch like this, and you just wrap. Okay. These movement is raw. Okay. If you don't hold your thread and wrap your finger one over the other one under, if you don't do that, you will not be able to get the double stitch. Okay. If you want to do the, say join the do the picot gauge over, let me go down back. I'm showing up then. Okay. If you want to do it over, you can do it over. Okay. That's one. If you want to do it under, you can do it also. Both ways are okay to do. But when you're working and front side, back side, and so on, it's easier to start with the gauge over and practice like that. The more you're going to practice with pico gauge, the better you're going to get at it. Okay. Jackie, I'm serious about creating my needle tatting book based on your absolute amazing. Thank you. Um, I have a question for you all. Okay, I'm doing a lot on needle through rings right now. I am going to keep on doing it. I want to know: do you want to have a special class about how to put your journal, tatting journal, in work, what to put it on, and how what's important to put in a tatting journal and what is not? Do you want a special class for that? Because on my side, in my journal, I have a place with all the tatting term I come across with. I add information and some notes. Um, so let me know in the comments, okay? If you're interested for a special class, uh, we're going to be more doing the theory, technical, and talking than working on our project and what to do. We'll be talking, and I'm going to show and give some cue and ideas. So let me know in the comments after the live uh, if I got a lot of people, enough people, I'll do that. But I'm not going to do just an hour class. An hour, it might go over. But I think you guys know me that I usually always go over than an hour. So yeah, I see that some of you are interested in that topic. Uh, right now, I want to keep going with techniques and some small sample that you can put it in an envelope, put it in a in the bag. Right on it. Let me show you what I. Okay. Not sure you're going to see this one. Okay. When I do sample or practice piece, okay, those small bags, plastic bag, it can be an envelope or anything you can put. I put a paper in. Okay. I'm going to go. You're going to see better like that on the other shot. Okay. So I take the bag. Those are for snacks bags. Okay. Put the paper. I write on the paper the size of thread. Okay. The needle size. And I put the sample in it. Okay. Keep those. Keep your notes. Do it. This one I forgot to add that the pico size that I used and what was the number amount of DS I did. Just to let you. That's how we try to get that. So this was a ring. Okay, you might not be able to see it. That was three, one, two. Okay. Um, sorry. Okay. Just to let you know, that's what I did. Okay. Might not be able to read my handwriting. I had the pico size open was 1/4 inch. Okay. I did. So when I'm done, when I finish taking the note, I put it in the bag with the sample and I tug it away. The more you're going to get to have those, okay, the better your journal is going to be comprehensive and you're going to have a lot of stuff to work with. That's why keep your samples good, bad, missed, doesn't matter as long that you're working with your thread and practicing. We're going to build a journal together after that. How does that sound? Let me come here. Let's add. Um, Let me grab my keyboard. Just a few minutes. I don't want you to see me type. Let's go back there. Um, Ring. I'm just going to add. Okay. I'm going to give you. Oops. I don't know how to type. Down. Just a moment. A new samples. Okay. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah. Do you see down below? Sample ring. It's basically what we saw. And I just add close, thread space with question mark, that's for you to decide the size of your picot and the space of thread you're going to leave. Make one without joining and try to make another one with joining. So you're going to have your like this, not join. Okay, make three, make four, make just practice, and then do the same thing with joining in between. Okay, because next week we'll be going over that one, turning our project. Okay, so is there any questions before we say more and leave? Yeah, remember this last week? Those small needle, keep them. We're going to need them. Indeed, the join is made instead of the picot. Basically, a join replaces the picot. Okay? I hope you enjoy. Please subscribe, ring that bell, like, join the live stream when it's there, and comment in the comment below after the live stream. Uh, I'm kind of working on some surprise, maybe some videos, and like I said earlier, hi Marilu. Uh, like I said, do a special class, uh, and we'll be working on our tatting journal. I'll work behind the scene to prepare you some paperwork, what you might need, what you need to think. Uh, so I'll be working on that. So hope you have a nice rest of the day. I don't have besides answering some of your question. That's the class for today. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you for being there with the mishap before the class. Marilu, I didn't saw you there. Red, you are welcome, Red. So if that's all to everyone. Oh, it's okay, Marilu. It's okay. Just don't be shy. Just even if you're on in the balcony or just listening and not watching, just drop by, say hi, and that's perfect. Just just share that you're with us. So I would like to say thank you to Stephen for being my right arm today uh, as a moderator. And I would like to thank each and every one of you that joined today. Please be active with me. Ask questions. Don't be shy. If I don't have an answer, I'll get the answer. And believe me, Stephen can tell everyone I get the answer, even if I have to find the answer myself and work at it. So be there. I'm trying to be engaging with you, ask you question because I want to know your where you're at and where you're what you're not understanding. So please help me out, and I'm going to help you out in exchange. So for this is going to be the end. So bye bye, everyone. Take care.